game, and our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawkeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. Wisconsin would very much like to avoid what happened last year at the hands of the Hawkeyes and the offensive revolution that they went through. Had an early 3-0 lead, but it was a drubbing from that point forward.
Yeah, an offensive revolution, but old school football. Iowa ran the ball right down Wisconsin's throats for over 300 yards in that game. Caleb Johnson absolutely went off. David, for Wisconsin to have any shot, they have got to do better stopping it.
It was embarrassing. I mean, Iowa threw the ball 10 times, and they scored 42 points. Wisconsin was absolutely embarrassed. They got to hear about it for a year. I better see some fight. Like, they better be angry. They better...
It's a running room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's on target and complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Here's the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They cover the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass ball here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull and a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to their trophy stand if they win.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Gain of 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Edwards. Caught over the middle, it's Ballard. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for space, it's Moulton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gill. And the defense drags him down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. He wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
That That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball, they get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Anthony. Still on his feet at the 45. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
The Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. I saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
The play action fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, a lot of space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Using his legs, it's Moulton into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Makes the catch. It's Mason. What a cut. Now he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Handoff to the single running back. It's a seam wide open. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They'll run it on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, he's got a chance. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback takes a knee. Sometimes you try to grab the brass ring. Other times you grab the brass bull. Iowa wins the Heartland Trophy as they take down Wisconsin. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.